Kia ora everyone, welcome to RNZ's coverage of the 2016 US election. Great to have your company. Thank you for joining us. Who will it be? Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump, the first woman president or the self-styled anti-establishment outsider, a man who has never previously held political office? The first results suggest it is incredibly tight. That key swing state of Florida, 29 votes up for grabs there. It does decide the election. It certainly did in 2000 when it absolutely gave the presidency to George Bush over Al Gore. At the moment, Donald Trump is sitting on 49.2% of the vote, Hillary Clinton on 47.6% of the vote, and it is over 90% back. So Trump with the narrowest lead. The other swing states that are very, very important include North Carolina and Ohio, and they too have them within a percentage point of each other in those swing states as the votes are still being counted. Let's look at the states that have been called. At this early stage, Donald Trump is ahead with 123 electoral college votes. Hillary Clinton has 97. Remember, they need 270. There is 538 electoral college votes up for grabs. 270 wins it, obviously. Among the states Donald Trump has won: Kentucky, Indiana, South Carolina, West Virginia and Tennessee. No surprises there. They are Republican states. Hillary Clinton has captured Massachusetts, Maryland, New Jersey and Delaware. Once again, they are all Democrat voting states. We will be going to swing states, to Trump Towers, to New York, the Hillary Clinton headquarters throughout the afternoon, and talking to people where the action is. Stay with us. We will be on air until we have a president, unless they go to the Supreme Court, I guess. Let's look at how the two candidates have spent Election Day so far. We start with this report from Alex Ashton.
The Democratic presidential nominee, Hillary Clinton, started her day in Chappaqua, New York, casting her vote with her husband and former President Bill Clinton just after 8 a.m. this morning.
It is the most humbling feeling, Dan, because, I know how much responsibility goes with this, and so many people are counting on the outcome of this election, what it means for our country, and I'll do the very best I can if I'm fortunate enough to win today.
The Democratic vice presidential nominee, Tim Kaine, cast his ballot in Richmond, Virginia, before heading to New York with his wife to await the results. The Republican nominee, Donald Trump, cast his vote in Manhattan, arriving at 11 a.m. with his wife, Melania, daughter, Ivanka, and her family. Inside, he bought a bag of biscuits from children holding a cake stall before greeting supporters and casting his vote. The Republican vice presidential nominee, Mike Pence, voted at home in Indianapolis.
A day like today is very humbling and very moving for our little family. We're just so grateful for the support and prayers of people all across the United States, for Donald Trump and for our firm belief that we can make America great again.
US President Barack Obama urged the public to vote one final time as he walked along the White House colonnade, telling reporters he was confident if voter turnout was high, they'll do a good job. There were long queues at many polling booths around the country after a long, bruising and often ugly campaign.
Everything has just gone to, excuse my French, hell in a handbasket. So now it's like, let's see what Donald could do.
It was just so exciting to watch her climb and her rise, and now she's the first, female. Sorry. I'm just really excited for women everywhere.
Well, I'm sort of big on military and defense. I haven't really felt safe in the country the last several years. I have kids in schools, particularly concerned about the safety of our schools and just protecting our country. So I think Trump's a better candidate on that. And that's where my vote went.
I think we're all trying to make a difference, to get out there and vote and do what you have to do for your responsibility for the country. I think California is going to definitely be a Hillary vote.
I think there's a lot of interest in what's going to happen. Is this going to really affect our economy? Is it really going to affect our futures? And I think it will. I think this is a very big deal overall.
Residents of Skid Row, an area in downtown Los Angeles with a large homeless population, turned out in their droves, but were divided about where their votes would go.
Hillary Clinton. I can't stand Donald Trump. He's an idiot.
I hope that he will clean things up and definitely hashtag drain the swamp, because there's just so much corruption and so much bad politicking. And I mean, the people that we have in government right now, especially here in California, they suck big time.
Either socialist or fascist. Trump being the fascist and Hillary being the socialist. So we get either one. I just think that a socialist, a Canadian type of government is better than a fascist type of government.
In the New York suburb of Harlem, predominantly African American, these voters favoured Clinton.
Well, I always vote, and especially with the first female president, so I'm here to vote for Hillary.
In my opinion, they're both horrible candidates. You got to go for the lesser of two evils.
Security remains on high alert tonight as both Mr. Trump and Mrs. Clinton hold their election night parties, both in New York City and fewer than 2 kilometres apart. For Checkpoint, Alex Ashton.